All right, man, what is going on? I don't know who's all tuned in. I don't know who, isn't so busy that they have to worry about what Brad Korn's doing, but every time I do something pretty big, I get a lot of people want to know what the heck Brad Korn's doing. So I guess that means I've done something right in my career, because, every time something big happens, and I love to share it with the agents, I'm just amazed at how many people are like, oh my gosh. So I did a what the heck did Brad Korn just do? Big changes. So as you guys know, I've been selling real estate for 34 years. Very involved in the industry, a lot of big groups, Star Power, Cyber Stars, been through only a couple franchises in my career. But I'll tell you one thing in my real estate business that I've always done is when I got in real estate in 1991 and had my one sale in my first full year in real estate, and probably not even selling 10 homes a year in my second or third year, I realized that the industry doesn't really help us build a great real estate business. They don't teach us what we need to know in real estate school. So what I started doing is I started hanging around successful real estate agents, and not just hanging around them. I started connecting with them, staying in touch with them, making my friends. So you're going to see some friends of mine here on the screen that I've probably known for that whole 30-something years, many of them. And so really getting back to that, my journey in real estate, I was so pissed off my first few years in real estate that they didn't teach me what I needed to know, because it was in 95. I went through a divorce. I had 3 daughters, and I'm 3 years into a commission-only business, and I've got to support 3 daughters. And I'm telling you, I got mad. So I started implementing and doing systems. I read the E-Myth Real Estate Agent, or E-Myth by Michael Gerber, about why small businesses don't work and what to do about it. And I started putting systems in place. And what's really funny is you look at some of my friends on the screen now today, and one of those gentlemen is Don Hobbs. And I'm going to go way back, as I know many of you haven't been in real estate this long, but for anybody who's been 30 years or longer, this is a full circle, deal for me in my life, that Don Hobbs, we're talking Hobbs and Herder, that created a study on mind share and top of mind awareness and marketing for real estate agents, created Pat, the fictitious realtor, marketed to a neighborhood and took over. Don, what was the market share that you took over with this fake realtor that didn't even exist?
Well, at first it was 35%, then it got to 50%, and the agent did not exist, right? So we just blew people's mind with that. And of course, Brad, you followed it suit, and that's where you followed along and made that same commitment to your business.
And so here's what's interesting about this. So following my journey a little bit, and I'm going to tell you what I did, and I'm still on the journey, and I'm still doing it, right? Yeah. So when I had put Michael Gerber's system, I just started systematizing everything. And then I started going to every conference and meeting every top realtor that was on stage. I wanted to be their friend, so I just hung out with them. I would go through the hotel lobbies and see the people that were on stage. I'd sit down in a chair and just be part of the conversation. Back in the day, if you remember Howard Brinton or Star Power, there was a time where I was sitting in the lobby and I would go to all these conferences and hang around all these people because I'm just absorbing everything they're talking about. And then I'd go back and implement it and create a system for it, right? I remember one time I was standing in the lobby, and Nate Martinez from Arizona and a couple other people, they were getting in a car. These are like the big dogs. I'm just like a nobody then, I'm selling maybe 20 homes a year, and I'm just learning. And there I'm standing in the lobby. Well, Brad, aren't you coming? It was like I was one of them because I hung around them all so much. And Don, you and I have crossed paths this whole 30 years, Forever. Right? So,
Forever, man. Yep.
Yeah. So where my journey came is after I started doing all that. I was at my first franchise Remax for 9 years, 7, 8 years, 9 years, something like that. So, and really an opportunity and the industry was changing. And I talked to my friend Harker, the Harkers out of Dallas, and they told me about a new change that was coming. So I moved franchises, and I was at the KW franchise for 20 years. And I opened an office, and I became a coach because I had put these systems in place. And that was about 2003. Gary Keller wrote the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book. Okay, I had read E-Myth probably a dozen times. I started reading Millionaire Real Estate Agent and said, oh my gosh, this is like the real estate terminology to what I've been doing for the 10 years prior, right? So I started just calling it real estate, and I put that real estate term with it, and then people started saying, well, what are you doing? You're selling I sold 100 homes a year for over 20 years. No golden spoon, no parents in real estate, no money to buy a bunch of billboards to build my brand. I just started with relationships and connecting. And then the biggest thing that I think people miss is staying in touch with people, right? So I will tell you, this is a pretty core thing. And this is where Don is part of this core thing. You know, the 4 laws of lead generation in the book are build a database, feed it every day, systematically communicate with it, and then service all the leads that come your way. And what I figured out along the way, agents are building a database and servicing the leads, but they're not feeding it every single day, and they're not systematically communicating it, which Don figured out was 8 touches in 8 weeks got you top of mind so that when they thought about real estate, they would think of you. Literally, Don, that is my secret to 100 sales a year. And I don't hear enough people talking about it, so it's been my life mission to help agents realize you don't have to struggle in real estate. I mean, 76% of all real estate agents didn't sell a house last year. Michael Gerber will tell you that's absolutely absurd. I just say it hurts my heart to know that many people are struggling when they probably came into real estate to really, it's their last way to get out of whatever they're in, and they fail out in 3 to 5 years. So my life mission has been to help agents. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you know me, if you're watching me, my real estate business, listen, I'm selling 100 homes a year right now. Just closed 14 last month. Before I made this big, what the heck did Brad Korn just do? I still had my best month in 34 years and still made a change. But the point is, I can go sell 100 homes a year. I'm living the lake life. I can be fine here. That's just not enough for me. And it's hanging around with people like you guys right now, every face you see on this screen, and talking to these people every day, and all of you listening. I mean, my Star Power friends, it doesn't matter what franchise you're at. We are all together, the top producing agents sharing stuff with each other. And I would rather help 100 people get to 100 sales a year and then help 1,000 people get to 100 sales a year, only because Don paved the way with the study. I did the study, and the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book backs up the numbers completely. This is getting, where you can get a 1 or 2 or 3%, return on your business or your leads and all that stuff. I'm getting a 12 to 2, which is 6 to 8 times more business by turning the relationships into an automated system follow-up. You have something to add to that, Don? No?
No, other than it's the way it works, guys, and people miss that obvious thing, and they're wondering why they struggle like crazy. And of course, I think what they're gonna discover from your announcement is that literally we've found a way to get that done for people, and that today people can walk into a certain system and not wonder if life is going to be better.
Yeah.
And you created the hard way, but anybody can step into this now, and we've got the system for that.
It's really just a layer. That's what I help agents do, is layer this one piece in. You can keep doing whatever's working and helping you get what you're getting, but this is going to amplify it 6, 7, 8 times. And then that's with this partnership, meeting you guys and seeing what you're doing on the other end is like a total compliment to just, it's almost like the no fail rate for a real estate agent. There's no way you can fail, because my way is, Don's called it the hard way. It's the long boat to China is what I call it. Cause it's you don't build relationships in overnight like you do converting an internet lead or something like that. But everybody that you are touching in the world, you apply this that I'm talking about. I call it the relationship revolution, right? And the honey badger nation is gonna experience a little bit of this revolution that we've got going on, because it's still being missed. And guys, my business from 2000 to 2003 for the first time in over 20 years, started dropping I went from 70 sales down to 50, down to 30. And I'm saying that because I had not sold less than 100 homes a year in 8 shifting markets over the 20 previous years. So I was like, what the heck is happening? And so I ended up writing E-Myth Real Estate Agent with Michael Gerber, where I actually documented or kind of share. This is the book version, so you're not going to get the detailed systems here. You're going to get that from me. It's a real book that gets you the overview look of how I systematize my business, how I hold every dollar that I spend for a 5 to 10 times return. And I can gladly share with you Tony and I we've been on a call every morning, 5 days a week for over 4 years, where we just talk business and mindset and all that stuff. The horrors, the stories of business people that have to report that I had a bad partnership. I lost 6 figures. I rebuilt it back up. I bought investment properties and I lost my butt and lost them all and had to file bankruptcy. Here's what I'm going to tell you. If you know me well, I can't give you those stories because I methodically put systems in place to everywhere that I'm going, and I've studied it for a long time. So I've studied this partnership right here for over 20 years, right?
So I'm gonna interject here. I think what's really cool is I look at you, Brad, and all the work you've done for so many years, and all the things. The good news is you don't have to do snail mail the way Hobbs Herder was before. And you don't have to put those systems in place, because with this partnership, this isn't about EXP. This is about the system that the Honey Badgers and the Jay's team, and that's going to set Jay up to talk about it, puts in place that absolutely just plugs you in to technology that feeds your CRM. It's done for you. It's honestly, there's no brokerage out there doing this. It could be at any broker. I say it's not about, and you have all the EXP, but fact, this is the shortcut. And there's not many shortcuts in real estate. This is a shortcut. I think I just wowed Jay with the description of his own system. But it's huge.
This is the big thing about Jay. Jay, I remember when you first came into real estate, probably before you sold your first house. And watched you build this system.
The crazy thing, man, I'm sitting here listening to this. I'm just wowed by being on this call. Like literally, Brad, everything that you've done. Like, I grew up in this business watching you. I went to Don at Hobbs Herder and went to one of those events, and I drove all the way to Tulsa, which was like 3.5 hours away. So I picked up all the same things the same way. And like my frustration, the same place your heart's at is the same place my heart's at. I was like, I just was like, it could have been easier. Like it didn't have to be this hard. Like I shouldn't have to go and mirror all these agents. And I did the same thing you did. I got in rooms I wasn't supposed to be in and found the people that were doing things and came back and went to work. Like, it's nearly impossible for you to be successful, but we figured it out, and that's my ongoing joke is like, you get into real estate, they shouldn't even give you a license. They should just give you a plaque that says figure it out, because that's what it feels like for the rest of your career. And it should be that way. It just shouldn't have to be that way. And so like, and what you said, Allison, is so true. I don't matter what like it's a lateral move. When you think about brokerage, like, what do you want me to do? Come over there and try to figure it out? Because it's no different. Well, no, it is different. Like, that's the difference. The difference is we're going to implement for you. And this is what my life's work has got to the place where, like, I know exactly what you need. We all have done it. We've seen it. We've helped other people do it, but you still had to go implement it. And that's where I see some people need the help with implementations. I'm not the best at implementation. I have people that help me. Like, having help is not a bad thing. And the cool thing, and this is the evolution of the industry. The old way I would have helped you is I'd be like, yeah, come join my team, 50-50 split. That's not better for you necessarily. Or hey, pay me for coaching, or hey, give me a referral fee. There's someone always trying to get in your pocket in this industry, and I've always hated that. It's like, why don't we just actually help people get to the goals that they have? Why don't we just work together and help them implement? Let's cover the things that are difficult, skip the brain damage, and just implement the system so you don't have to. And I know that everybody out here listening is going, that would be really nice.
Dude, 76% of the people in this industry absolutely have to have that right now today. But that's not even what it's really, really about, you guys. It's about taking charge of your business. And what you just talked about, Jay, on page 34 of the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book, right? I talk about ROI, return on investment. And I literally have had to pass up on so many cool, fun things that you were just talking about that I would have gotten into. but I couldn't get past a 2 or 3 times return. Let me tell you this. I have done some of these big old database follow-up systems, and I really kind of did them because my coaching client made me do them, because I haven't really had to buy leads when I started hitting 100 sales a year and working my database and doing the follow-up, right? But when I did, it was my real estate business, my 100 sales a year. I will tell you right now, for the last 25 years since I started helping agents and coaching, is only a laboratory. It is the laboratory where I go plug crap in that somebody says it's going to make you $1 million. It says they're going to get you 30 listings this month, all that. And I will freaking put those things in place and try and break the bank and see that they don't work. So this is really about taking charge of your business. And on page 34, I talk about what is the value of who you're partnered up with. Gosh, you might be at your brokerage for 30 years or 20 years or 15 years. The market has changed. And if your business is kind of just going up 5% a year, or you have your dips and you have big teams and you had to downsize your team. I mean, I know just about every top agent in the country. Some of these, I will say 25% of them have gone back down to individual agent businesses from their teams. Some of them that even had, if they were expanded around the country, I helped teams expand. I've done all that, I help growth throughout because I want to help agents. But I've watched these big monster organizations of 1,000 agents have to cut back to 500 or 200 or 100 because they're not profitable because the market changed. So this is about change is happening. Actually, we've heard this for probably, I know in the last 5 years, but probably even 10 years ago, the conversation started about there is a big change coming in real estate. Now we're looking at AI. It's right here in our face, right? I mean, the death of AOL, letting go of dial-up service. I mean, guys, change is happening. You got to give up your dial-up phone now.
Dude.
There's a few agents that are really disappointed in that, I know right now.
I wish I had my dial phone over here. I'd hold it up. I still have one.
Yeah, I still have one of those too. But something that we've all been talking about, and it's true today as it always has, is the quality of our relationships determine the quality of our life, and the quality of our business and the quality of our life, right? So that's why I'm super grateful to be here with all of you guys and have these great relationships. And I got to say, I know that the logo's all over the screen and somebody's already mentioned those 3 letters, but what exactly is the announcement here, Brad? I mean, I know we're kind of beating around the bush, but tell us, Brad, what exactly is this groundbreaking, ground-shaking news that you have to share with the world?
So guys, you need to look at your business and see what value you're getting from who you're getting at. Since I've been talking to you guys, I mean, every single phone call, I'm like light years down the road. Jay, what you have formulated, and because of the structure of EXP, which I've watched it for 20 years. I never avoided it. I always watched it. I study everything. I still love everybody at KW. I love, that model worked great for me. I still get checks from it, right? I still get profit sharing. But it's not about that. It's about these conversations and what you've been able to offer and not have to charge people for is to help agents freaking make it in real estate. I almost am sad to say, if you got to 20 or 30 sales consistently a month, I'm talking to 70%ers now, you probably have a pretty dang good lifestyle. Do you know how easy it is to get to 20 to 30 sales? I mean, with somebody that can bring you value and plug into a system that's up and running, I'm telling you right now, 100 sales a year is every single agent can do it. Every single agent that will do it can do it because there's enough sales to support it, right? And it is simple.
Brad, I'm going to bottom line what you just said. I believe that you made the move and joined EXP to help agents, because what I heard you say is your business would be thriving at any brokerage, and you saw a model and a team and a system that truly helps agents, and that's what you're all about. That's what I've gotten to know. So that's why I wanted to interject that to make it real clear, right?
I'm going to add one more piece, and then Jay, let's flip it over to you because I'd love to have you weigh in here. But I think the biggest thing is, guys, people don't have people to partner with. they're being sucked dry. I just sat at a meeting this morning, and the leader of a company said to me, we are the franchises are paying the company and we get nothing from it. The agents are paying in, they get nothing from it. You've just partnered with people who really give a damn. Sorry, I almost went different direction. Give a darn, and are your partners in helping not only you, but the model itself allows for us to partner with people and to be part of their success, not at the expense of their success, or at the, that they're the pawns in the wheel and that are making things happen. It's like we get to partner with them. And Jay, that's what I love about what, Allison and I have been able to do with you, what you have created with your team. Like, this is the mindset that's so different. And Brad fits perfectly in that partnership mindset, that want to help other people mindset. That's where we've been.
Yeah. And I will tell you too, like when you're looking at the value and what you're getting from people. So where I just left, which I can't talk about because I can't say good, it wasn't horrible, but I built that up. I helped 24 agents get in, start ramping their business up to these 20 or 30 sales a month. And then the business decided to make their little change. I mean, I was never in control. I was building it under something that wasn't mine. And when they make their change and everybody leaves, because the change, I'll just tell you right now, the change, it comes down to the agent at the beginning. I was screaming at the top of my, if you delay a commission check to an agent, you're going to die. You're going to die a slow death, because really, honestly, I might make a movement here and get it to where the agent gets paid the commissions directly and we pay the brokers back, because we're the ones earning the money. Right. And when something doesn't go right at the brokerage that somebody's at, or you get mad, all of a sudden they're in control of everything you have sitting in the hopper. Thank God this one's going better than the stories of the past people that have left, because I'm just going to say, hey man, let's just part ways. It didn't work out. I don't have anything bad to say about you. I'm not going to say anything bad about it, right? But I'm going to move on and go to the next thing. So what you got to look at in your business is if you feel like you're doing everything and nothing's helping you, I don't know why you would stay, right? This isn't necessarily a recruiting video, but you got to get with people that are doing it. You got to get people that have the plan in place. And let me just tell you that what you guys have is the piece that I saw at my last stop, but it's about the agent. And I mean, the other thing too, just if you want to throw an EXP thing in there, is how you guys are paying like within an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always been a struggle, is getting your commission check.
You're part of that now, Brad. We are paying within an hour.
Seconds and minutes. I love that you said that about agents, because I'm thinking they love getting paid. We actually will pay our agents before we get paid, which is crazy, but we've actually done that.
So I'm glad you said that, because this is the other part that I've learned from Jay just talking. And actually, Jay, you said exactly what I have studied, because I'm studying it all. There's so many models out there, and everybody's looking at, this is 0, this is 400, this is profit sharing, this is income sharing, this is all this stuff. And what I was noticing is that there's a lot of companies that can grow really fast and look like they're big, and people are jumping on in the beginning, trying to be one of the first ones to grow it, but their systems break down at 1,000 agents or 5,000 agents or 10,000 agents. And if they even get to 20,000 agents, freaking chaos, right? In fact, I believe you were sharing with me that there was 10 years ago, you guys were experiencing that, or I should say, we were experiencing that.
Yes.
But you've been around for over 20 years. I mean, I was with Glenn when he was a KW agent and he was first farming out his first, like all the leads he was getting around the country when this formed. I was there. I watched it happen. And now 20 years in, when I talk about changes were made to keep EXP going in the right direction, to get it back to the agents. And you guys are over that hump. We are over that hump, and the second largest real estate company in the country.
We're a freaking well-oiled machine, and I am proud every time. I know Jay talked about that.
Number one independent.
So I saw the well-oiled machine, and I saw it from the agent boots on the ground. Remember, I'm selling 100 homes a year. So everything in my filter runs through to my agent business, even though I'm really studying it for how do we help more people be successful in real estate? Because if I don't do this, guys, I mean, our industry could be taken away just like the travel industry was with Travelocity or something like that. You don't buy into, well, it just won't ever work that way. Oh, somebody's going to they're trying. Zillow, all this.
Amazon.
Amazon. So if I can help 1,000 agents or 10,000 agents sell 100 homes a year, guys, we're in business forever, and the best business that you could possibly ever be in, where you can create unlimited income. Go.
The thing that's most fascinating about this story too, when you really look at when you really study it, is that I thought that we were going to get disrupted. I used to say, the agent that's not most adaptable to change is the agent that's likely to become irrelevant. And if you don't want to be irrelevant, then you need to become relevant. And I was watching from 2015, 16, 17, billions of dollars, Purple Bricks, all these companies coming in, even Redfin to a certain degree, trying to discount the agent. I thought it was coming after us individually. And, Gary Keller, to give him credit, he's been saying this for years, is that we're the conduit to the real estate transaction, and nothing will ever replace the agent. But I thought that's what was coming, right? We saw it with Amazon. We saw it with, travel agents, all these different things. And what's crazy is what the innovation was that changed the real estate agent was an innovation on the brokerage. Right? It's what Glenn created with being a cloud-based brokerage and revenue share that allowed people like us to all get together and really try to help people because we know what the problems are. And how we used to help them before was we would sell you coaching, or you'd have to fly around the room and take really good notes. And it was so broken. It's so broken that we could, even though we wanted to help people, it still was going to cost you something. Right? And so and this is the evolution as we've progressed, and we're at this operational efficiency, and that's a whole nother story to get into, but watching EXP grow and hit these milestones of, you're at 20,000 agents, but lots of problems. And you either have the right people and you top grade, which Glenn did a fantastic job of top grading talent, because what got you here won't get you there. You don't get to 100,000 agents with the person that got you to 1,000. We had to top grade talent along the way, and watching that from the side was fascinating. Just fascinating. It's incredibly difficult to do. Yeah. And so that's been fun to watch. But we've been given the gift of being able to help people in ways that we've never been able to do now. And now you add AI to it. And so for me, it's man, I could build that and help agents. I could probably do it, but it's real heavy, right? 25 employees heavy. And now with AI, we can build systems and automations and things and make it infinitely easier for the agent. And we don't need your money. We don't need your money. We just want to help you if you want help. If you're doing less than 20 transactions, your biggest challenge is conversations per day with people that want to buy and sell and that are open to doing business with you. You need a system for that. And that's what we install in your business, customized to you, the kind of business you want to do, exactly where you want to do it, run it through ChatGPT, create the right, the right exact target market, the right exact ad, and we help you build that business. And then on the back end, anybody who's struggling, who's been going down I did 50, now I'm doing 40, now I'm doing 30. You know right now that every person that's watching this, that's what they're going through, is they have not implemented the system in place for communication to their database.
Yeah. So let me say something about making this available, because this is very important. Even the companies that I've been at that I can talk good about, the changes for what you were just talking about, the pay structure, the income sharing or revenue sharing or profit sharing and all that. Every company that I've been at is taking away the stuff that started in the beginning. And another reason why I'm sitting here with you guys is because this doesn't just stop with that. It's everybody already at EXP. Glenn's going the other way. EXP is going the other way, where they're expanding the opportunities to grow that part of it, right? Yep. But listen, This is the biggest part I want to say about this. So the split structure is not much. It's no different than anywhere else from the agent ground level. But because of the way it's designed, you're able to not have to charge for this stuff, having people on the same split. And I'm going to say this has been my 32-year study. I don't care if you're on a 90-10 split, an 80-20 split, a 70-30 split, a 50-50 split. Everybody, I got a whole chapter on it in the book, right? And it talks about everybody either pays for all your advertising, gives you a free office, but they take half of your commission, or they give you 95 or 100% of your commission, and then they charge you for everything that you use in the office. You're going to spend 50 to 60% of your commissions on something, on advertising, running your business, doing whatever, right? So I've always told people, honestly, I don't care if you're on a team that's a 90-10 split and the team's keeping 90 and you're getting 10. It's real simple. It's a numbers game. Do you want to make $200,000 a year? Figure a 10% of your average commission divided by 200,000, and that'll tell you how many deals you got to make. And that's all you do is go do that many deals. It doesn't matter what the split is. And I have lived by that. And I'm telling you, everybody that's ever joined my team, it's like, oh, they took out this and they took out that, I was like, if you're focused on the money, you might as well leave now because you're going to leave later pissed off. And every one of those people left. God, this last year, you guys, I'm driving 2 hours each way to go show houses. But I took my commissions divided by the 4, 5, 6 hours that I had invested in going back and forth once or twice.
Yep.
Still $500 an hour. You want to go work at Walmart? You're not going to get Walmart $500 an hour. And then this is an experienced agent selling 100 homes a year that'd be like, ooh, why would you drive 2 hours? At $500 an hour, I don't care how experienced I am. That's good money. And I also realize this. Every minute you're at your desk figuring out AI and trying to plug in the systems that Jay's talking about, here's your number. $0 per hour. And all I did was make a mind shift a year and a half ago when I was down, bringing it back up to 100. As I said, if I'm not showing houses and I'm not taking a listing, I'm not making any money. Everything else is $0 per hour activity. And that's all I did was I started running out and showing houses. And then next thing you know, went from 6 closings a month to 8 to 10 to 14. So guys, it's all. I left at the highest. I left my last opportunity at the highest grossing commission month in my 34-year career, and I just told you I sold 100 homes a year for 20 years straight. Figure it out. I mean, you got to go where the opportunity is. I didn't leave mad. I left sad because they don't want to listen. They don't want to change. They want to do it their way. So I got to come where I can help people. So I'm at EXP. What, Tony? Do you know what I just did? I freaking joined EXP. Actually, awesome. I joined the Honey Badger team at EXP. Touchdown.
Touchdown is right. So you said something that I think.
The Epic Honey Badger.
Yeah, the Epic Honey Badger, exactly. I think there's something that I need to touch base on here so we don't go too far away from you. You said two things. Number one, one thing in particular, that a good agent can make money anywhere because your clients are going to work with you, not because of the company that's behind you. The difference is you're going to take a really good agent, and it's going to be that much easier for you to expand, to increase your team, to obviously have that residual income, to make over 100%, to be able to have that retirement plan. But what it actually does to the mediocre agent, or even some of the newer agents that are young, this is a system you can tap right into, that you don't have to spend the hours trying to figure out AI. You don't have to spend the hours building that funnel, because guess what? Jay Kinder and the Honey Badgers, they're going to do all of that for you. So this is just going to help propel you from wherever you are to where you want to go, whether you're just at the beginning of your career, you're in the golden years of your career, somewhere in between, whether you're doing 58 deals, 100 deals, 200 deals, you can you can double whatever it is that you want. So this is the opportunity that Brad saw. This is the opportunity that I saw 7 years ago, the opportunity that certainly Jay and Allison and Don saw. That's why we've all come together here. So if you're out there right now and you're struggling in real estate, if you're one of those 73 or 76% of agents that sold 0 houses, then why don't you just give us a call? Reach out to Brad.
Jay, tell us, where do we find out, Jay?
Yeah, reach out, because that's what this is about. It's about giving everyone the opportunity to listen to what's going on here, to do what Brad just did, to do what Jay's did, what I'm doing, what Allison is doing. This is the opportunity. And Brad, we're so proud and happy that you decided to make the shift. Yes, you joined EXP. Let's go,
Yeah,
baby.
And
so
Jay, where do
so
we
guys,
find out more?
I
Where do
I
we
know
find
we're
out?
talking to the 76% for sure, and Jay's going to tell you how you can just find out more information. But even for the people that have been successful, if your business is going skyrocketing out of control and you're growing 50% to 100% a year, you probably don't even need your broker. You're just hanging out where you're hanging out. But if you've been up and down and you've had to grow and change and cut people back and do all that stuff, I'm telling you, I have studied it my whole career, and it's just been a constant kind of growth. Once I got to 100 sales a year, I'm at 100 sales a year because I'm more focused on helping 100 people do 100 sales a year than just going to 200, 300. And this is the last thing I want to say about that. And then, Jay, I want you to share like where they could just make sure they catch up with me, find out more about what I'm doing, all that other stuff. But here's the thing I'll tell you. Anyone right now, it's easy to build a business to 100 sales a year. I can show you easy. And I know you're not supposed to say easy, but it's freaking easy, right? It's very complicated on the back end. It's a detailed follow-up system that's a machine that does it, but it's easy to get to 100 sales a year. It is harder for me to go from 100 to 300 or 500 sales because I've already done this. To take it to 300 to 500 is way harder. I can get 10 people to 100 all day long. I can get 100 people to 100 all day long. Trying to go from 100 to 500 involves a crap ton of more expenses, crap ton of more time, crap ton of more people that you got to manage. I mean, it's not easy because I only know a handful of people that really take it to that level. And I'm telling you, you don't have to do that. Let's just get you to 25 to 50 to let you experience 75 so that you know you can do 100. That's why I'm here. I'm going to do my 100. It supports my lifestyle. It buys all my toys. It does all my vacations. I won't say I'm stuck in a comfort level. I'm just switching to help 10 more people. I can get to 1,000 sales a year by helping 9 more people sell 100 homes a year, right? So that's why I'm with you guys. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, you start trading time at a certain point, 100%. And I would just say, listen, like most of us, what we love is when we're face to face with people. If when the phone rings, you can handle it from there, then this is exactly what you're looking for. We're going to implement everything for you. If you want to watch exactly the principles behind what it is that we do and understand it and see how we do it and not charge you anything at all whatsoever, I don't even know how to take a credit card. We just want to help you. You can go to Team Up with Brad. It's right here on the bottom of the screen. Go watch the webinar and you tell us if we're crazy. If you think you could do it on your own and you're better off where you're at. What most people don't understand about when you come to EXP is you are going to get paid to be here. Most likely, if you're successful at EXP, you're going to get paid to be here. It doesn't even cost you anything to be here. And so like that's the craziest thing about the model. That's what's so innovative is we're going to help you. We're going to implement all this stuff. You don't have to pay us for any of this stuff. Let us just help you. And then we're going to show you how to tell other people to do that too. And then you can get paid to be here as well. And sooner or later, like you said, Brad, you can get to 80, 50, 80, 100 transactions. And I'm going to really have to challenge you if you think you should go to 200 or not. That's the transaction treadmill, man. I was on it too. I got all the way to 500. Running, realize that I can only run so fast. Like this is not, then I climbed the ladder all the way to the top and I'm like, man, this ladder was up against the wrong wall. I don't have any of my time back. I'm not helping anybody else. I can barely help myself. Now we get the chance to help you build your business and we don't have to do anything. We don't have to take your money. And it's a cool place for us to be because we all did it the hard way. And it doesn't have to be that way, but it's only because of the model of EXP that we're able to do that. And so it's not about the company, even though it is. You have to be in alignment with the right people. You have to have the right systems, and you really need someone that can help you implement it. And that's what we're going to do for you. So
you know what? You just made me think, Jay. This is building that big real estate team, but you all get to stay your own business and your own independent brand and everything. So you get to, that's the thing. When you're building a team, you're putting your business in somebody else's business. And if they're not bringing value, they're not. Here, we get to do the same exact team, but you get to build your brand to make that be. And then you can have your team underneath you inside this team. That's what's beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing.
Do it for you.
I would make a lot more money
is.
for a referral fee or putting you on a split I could make a lot more money, but I've done it before and it's not the right answer. It didn't give me freedom and it didn't give me purpose. It didn't give me fulfillment of actually helping people. And so I'd rather you keep all your money and let us just help you. It's a great feeling. That's what I wake up every day doing. I don't need the money. I don't have to do any of this. But what makes me feel good is the people that are like us out there, like in the dark, trying to figure it out, like, man, let's help you. Like, we know exactly what to do. And the people that are watching this that know, like, I could use some help with implementation. They know that. They just don't know, they don't know what the right things to do are. When you get all the tools provided to you and we just help you implement it, it's a game changer. It's a shortcut, like Allison said in the very beginning. And so, yeah, man, suspend your disbelief. Take a watch the video. You're going to learn something. Things, I guarantee you this. Most all of us 4 months ago would have said the things that ChatGPT can do. We would have said that's not possible. And then next thing you know, like, happening right now, like, oh my God, I can do that with it. It's nuts. And so the things that we can do to help now, we can just do it at scale. We can do it faster. We can do it easier. We can do it much better execution. We're just going to help you optimize and build a business the way we've all done it, the hard way. We're going to do it now with a lot better tools. And so, yeah, man, check it out. It's a blessing.
Yeah, the way I learned about it and everything that you do was teamupwithbrad.com. You guys have set up the page there so they can really. And I just want you guys to know from bottom of my heart that I really appreciate you joining me for this call today. I mean, I have friends all throughout the industry, and I know, like, all but maybe 10 or 20% of them are really struggling or have just these crazy thoughts and just wondering what's next. And I just started challenging all my friends. It's like, hey, have you even you've been where you've been forever. Like, and I was at KW for 20 years. It's like, have you ever just looked to see what else is happening out there? And that's kind of where my journey started with this is, I just thought I need to plug back in and see what's really happening out there. And again, I've watched EXP for 20 years, know Glenn personally, and just seeing what you shared in the video and stuff on the website really explained it and shows that it's solid, that it's growing, advancing, changing. So anyway, I'm glad you guys all came on, because this is like a full circle life thing for me. This is like my whole real estate career is like sitting in front of me right now. And the journey that I've been on is pretty amazing.
We're excited to be partnered with you, Brad.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm excited about the fact we get to partner with you, and then people like you, the people who like you, that are like you, we want to partner with those people. Yeah. And I think we can build some amazing things together. So let's go, man. Let's grow.
Cool.
Let's go.
That's it. I love it. Let's grow.
All right, guys.
TeamUpWithBrad.com.
Thank you.
Check it out. All right, guys.
Thank you.
Team up with Brad.
All right, I'm still in Kansas City. I'm still here for all your referrals. You know they're going to get taken care of. Kansas City, KORN, right here, baby. Kansas City. Mahomes, baby.
Let's go.
City of champions. All right, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys.